Let's watch it. But can I minimize?
To now being the founders of a large, well-respected gang. One may even ask themselves, how did this gang even get here? A group of like-minded individuals, but completely...
Wait. Alerts? Question mark? Oh, they did work. Let's go. Man like Zach coming out and gifting 5 subs to the community. My guy, Zach, appreciate you, brother. Chat, remember, if you get gifted a sub today, please make sure you thank the person that gifted it. Right, there we go. Right, let's play it, chat. Let's run it.
Differing personalities. They've been through a lot together. Wars, conflict, disappearances, discrepancies, and loss. This group of individuals have rarely made their mark on the city since they first arrived. They have made many connections during their time within the city, some good and some bad. They battled together. They won together.
Yes, sir.
And they lost together. But most importantly, they grew together. However, it cannot be understated the impact and the success that these individuals have had ever since they first met, alongside all of the amazing memories which they have all made along the way. Hello everyone, I'm Just Naggin, and this is a brief history of the Mandem.
This is what I believe to be called Tommy Tate. He's our first character.
Jesus.
It could go awfully wrong.
Whoa.
Wait, I got 100 bucks. What the hell? I have your board. What the hell?
Hey, but call me sometime.
Oh.
You're supposed to do that.
Kind of leg, man.
Wait, does this work, chat? Yeah, it does work. Cool.
Fucking ice lolly.
I don't know how many times I've fallen off these. I've got PTSD.
The fuck? Wait, how the fuck are you two both here? What the fuck? It's a little lift real quick.
Come on.
You know this video is going to be good. Just Nagging must have put a lot of work in, man.
As some may not be aware, the Mandem's beginning started with a particular individual that most people may not be informed of. He was formerly regarded as one of the top up-and-coming drill musicians within Los Santos and was establishing quite a name for himself. He featured in many interviews and was gradually establishing a reputation for himself within the musical industry. This man was Truth Flores. Truth Flores was a rather laid-back individual who believed that he had what it took to become the greatest musician throughout the city. He tended to roam the streets of Los Santos performing his music to anyone who was interested, and by doing this, Truth was able to meet many powerful and helpful people in the city, and soon after, Truth was eventually able to grab himself a seat at Changang's very own Wu-Chang Records, where he then proceeded to exhibit his musical ability. During these times, Truth had the opportunity to meet a lot of individuals and make many new friends. Eli Porter was one of these friends in particular. Eli Porter was in fact another up-and-coming musician, and the two of them began to bond over their love for their music. The two of them seemed to get along well together and would regularly discuss their music. Truth would also go on to meet numerous people in addition to Eli, including Randy Bullitt, Remy Brown, Keith Adams, Adam Ababa, and Ali Ababa. Truth first met Adam and Ali during a very odd argument between themselves and the Burger Shot staff, which eventually resulted in the two of them being ordered to leave the restaurant. And as a result of this, Adam immediately became drawn to Truth, as the two of them just seemed to click. After realizing that his name was being pushed more and more after signing with Wu-Chang, Truth believed that along with all the recognition and success that he was going to have, there would eventually be issues and conflict they would need to overcome. This then soon after saw himself, Eli Porter, and Keith Adams to discuss a potential group of Mandem who would back each other no matter.
And like Keith.
Happening for me with Wu-Chang, I'm gonna be getting a lot of fucking exposure, a lot of fucking eyes on me, and I'm gonna be getting into a lot of situations and beef that I know that I can avoid, but I can't avoid at the same time. Because I got an image to keep from this point on, and same for you, Eli, because you're also a rapper. We both have images to keep from this point on.
This was back when Dwayne had like 100 subs, man. This was day one.
I'm putting together a group of people. I'm putting together a group of Mandem, people I can trust, people I know are real, people I know who are down for the thing, and if it comes to push comes to shove, they ain't afraid to clap at someone. And they ain't afraid to get their hands dirty and get into some serious shit.
OG
However,
Keith.
Not long after this
Keith
meeting,
Dubio
Truth's
OG.
predictions would unfortunately become a reality, and he was later found dead on March 17,
Oh.
2021. As a sign of remembrance, Randy Bullet, one of Truth's closest friends and higher-ups at Wu-Chang Records, decided to have Truth Flores signed to Wu-Chang Records on a permanent deal to honour his death and passion towards his music. After losing contact with his brother, Dwayne Flores would soon fly out to Los Santos and begin the search for him. Dwayne was completely oblivious to the fact that his brother was murdered. However, the thought still lingered at the back of his mind for quite a while. He would start by looking for people who were considered closely acquainted to Truth, which eventually resulted
It didn't
in
even
him
go
linking
down.
up with Adam
Didn't
Barber
even go
and the rest
down.
of Truth's closest friends. However, upon doing so, Dwayne then soon after discovered that his brother was murdered, and that nobody can solve who took his brother's life. Dwayne, he didn't know what to do. He was shocked. He was sad. No one wants to go through an experience such as this, but Dwayne unfortunately was. Much like his brother, Dwayne was incredibly talented when it came to creating music, and was very similar to how his brother was. He created similar music, had a similar personality, and clicked with his brother's friends pretty well. Dwayne then began to hang around with these people, and tended to chill with them on a regular basis, learning not only just about his brother, but also about himself.
Put them ones in the chat if you believe.
Dwayne had found himself within a small, humble group of friends. This group included Remy Brown, Eli Porter, and Keith Adams, with both Adam and Ali Abawa being closely tied with them. This group would usually commit petty crimes such as store robberies, house robberies, and joyriding. The group tended to stay clear of all the larger crimes within the city because they simply didn't have the capacities to do so. And for a while, this group was quite literally the definition of fake it till you make it. A bunch of wannabe gangsters trying to earn as much money as they possibly could. However, along the course of time, two of the group's members would soon later grow distant. These two were in fact Ali and Keith. Keith just simply didn't wake up as much as he used to, and Ali was deported to the Bahamas, making it fairly difficult for him to have any form of contact with his friends.
Aww.
However, as two people left, another two joined, which would soon foresee a much more promising future for this small group of individuals. The small gang continued to commit crimes together after losing contact with Ali and Keith, encountering numerous people in the meantime. Of these people, Moses Khan was one. Moses Khan had a very innocent appearance and a rather hesitant demeanour, but he was still willing to commit any crimes in the city only with those who he trusted. He easily fit in well with this little group and got along well with everyone, which further strengthened the bond between the group as a result.
Go, 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 go.
Sheesh.
Alright, he's down, he's down. We gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go, man.
Moses would be welcomed into the small
I like
circle, but
Moses.
soon after, another member would shortly be introduced. A fisherman who appeared to have his life in order was someone who
A
most people would have
fisherman?
passed at first glance, who was a complete stranger that no one cared to get to know. This person was later revealed as Tommy Tate.
Just a fisherman, you know.
After Fleeing a life of crime in the southeast of London, Tommy Tate had just recently arrived in the beautiful city of Los Santos. He appeared to be coming to terms with this newly found reality that he was in and making every effort to put his criminal past behind him by working in civil service jobs such as a fisherman and partaking in Abdul's taxi service. One day, Tommy made the decision to travel to Burgershot after losing his fishing boat whilst working. He knew that he could hitch a ride from there to the docks to retrieve all of his lost items and carry on with his day. And this is the first time where Tommy first met Dwayne Flores.
Joints? Nah.
Yeah.
I wish.
There used to be this one Don that used to sell them all the time, you know, but then this Don must have just dipped from town, you know what I'm saying?
maybe got hot for him, maybe. Any chance I can get a lift real quick?
Ah, that makes me crazy. Hurry up then, man.
How do I tell you?
Hey, Dwayne, get in the fucking car, man.
Well, is it a place of interest, you know?
It's a fishing spot where the guy is. You know, the guy is chilling with the fish.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Go
what's
ahead,
this
hop
man
in the
want?
trunk with me.
It's a little lift real
wait,
He
quick.
wants a lift.
Wait, where you sell the fish or like where you get the job?
Now where you get the job.
Get in the fucking car then, quick.
Get in the fucking car then, quick.
Say-
You mean, hey, yo,
Respect.
you're
Get in the trunk,
trunk
man.
hopping. Nah,
Just
he's
get in the trunk,
hopping.
man.
Get in the trunk, I'm driving off.
Yeah, go on.
One of you,
Go on,
man.
my youth. In the trunk.
How do I get in the trunk?
Wow. Would you
you
go
got third eye,
through your
fam?
third eye? Third eye.
So how's it going,
In
my
the
friend?
trunk of a
There's
car!
Man,
Oh
You needed a lift, fam.
no! I'm getting kidnapped.
You are new, right? You are new to town, right?
Wait,
Listen, if he doesn't know how to get in the
Yeah, I'm
trunk,
new to town, new to town.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, man.
let's take it out then.
Get my car.
All right. See you around there, Tommy. Good luck.
Later, thank you.
Hey, yo.
Adam doesn't give a
Get out of my
fuck.
car, fam.
Adam doesn't give a
shit.
fuck.
It's over for me. It's on for me. It was good.
Yo, real quick with that, yeah?
Aw.
So listen. No, listen. Are you GSF, fam? Are you GSF? Is he not GSF? Are you GSF, fam?
What the fuck is GSF?
Bro, Moses, if he's GSF, but I swear.
Listen,
Are we
he's
taking up
new at
GSF now?
town, and he's not going to be
What the fuck is GSF?
Tommy MVL King back in day, yeah?
Listen, yeah, you need to take off that colour right now. That's all I'm saying.
GSF screen.
Yeah, green gang, you know.
Listen, you'll be fine. Just be ready.
Don't worry about him. He's a little bit on top sometimes. Get in the
Yeah,
fucking
you know,
whip, bro.
We've had history with GSF.
You what? You GSF? Why are you color checking my man? What the fuck does that have to do
Bro.
with anything?
Listen, brother, are you trying to make money? Are you trying to make money or what?
Yeah, I make money.
Yeah, but like, you know, are you?
How are you trying to make money? How are you trying to make money?
Man said he makes money. Okay,
Listen,
he makes money, then you don't need
I'm
our help.
speaking to you, yeah?
No, I said I'm trying to make money. How
Okay,
are you
but,
making
like,
money?
How? Are you doing it legally or illegally?
Well, as you can see right now, I'm selling fish. That's what this game's got me to.
So you want to kind of, you want to switch that up real quick and like do something else? Jeez, no,
Depends what it is, fam.
I mean we can use some weight.
Fam. Nah, he can't move no weight. Look at him.
Don't think you can move weight, bro.
He looks moist, fam. What do you
Oh.
mean he can move weight?
I'm feeling a bit moist after that river, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no, what you
Wait,
think
so
he could...
are you staying fishing then? Yeah.
For now,
You want to make some pizza?
I'll come see you soon.
I doubt that.
How about we swap numbers then? Tommy, you don't have to.
Nah,
Nah,
shit,
nah,
man. What do you
nah.
mean?
Yeah, this
You
guy's
man
shook,
said
bro.
drop
This is
numbers.
shook.
Were you gonna swap numbers?
I love how Adam just doesn't give a
Make some
fuck.
sushi.
Some money, but you want to hear fucking cook up some fish and that.
Adam,
Do your thing, bro.
Look at
Man
look
trying to
at you.
get some sushi
Oh,
rolls.
look at this man, bro. I
my
swear,
days.
this man's
Blood,
asking.
go
to
take
get
us to him, bro.
Hold up, hey, no, hold up, real quick, yeah. Put up your hands, just real quick, bro.
Nah,
Oh
don't
my-
rob him.
just
Nah,
real-
don't
No,
rob him.
don't
Don't
do
rob
it.
him. Don't
I'm
rob
not
him.
gonna
Just
rob
leave
him.
him,
Put
fam.
up
He's
your
a
hands real
shooky.
quick, bro. Right, bro. How you
Bro,
doing,
he's
man?
doing yoga, fam. What's this man on?
You know what I'm saying, bro? Holy, I'm out here.
Oh my god. All right, everyone, calm down.
Come on, come on.
What the fuck? What the
And after this
fuck?
event, Tommy continued on with his normal routine. He finished his fishing job and began to look for other ways of making money within the city. Tommy soon got in touch with the Mandem and teamed up with them to learn more about them and earn some more money as a result. Not long after, Tommy was then taken to Wu Chang Records and linked up with Remy Brown, and soon after also met Eli Porter. Whilst he was
They
there,
bonded real
Dwayne
quick,
also
I
had
could
Tommy
tell.
spit some bars in the booth, which was one of the first times that we'd see Tommy showcase signs of being a promising musician.
Spit some bars for them. Tell them what I want in the city, fam. I made it even slow for you, you know what I'm saying? So I'm slow.
Sabaka and the boys up in
Yeah.
here. making noise.
What?
Got no time for little
What the
boys. Stay
Yeah.
inside. Play.
After spending some time in the studio, the
Wait.
Mandem then
What did he say? Zabaka? What is that? Wait, is that what he said?
musician.
Spit some bars for them. Tell them what I go on in the city, fam. I made it even slow for you, you know what I'm saying? Something slow.
Sabaka and the boys up in
Yeah.
here making noise. Got no
Yeah.
time for little boys. Stay
Yeah.
inside. Play.
After spending some time in the studio, the Mandem then departed and decided to showcase Tommy how to rob
What
others,
the
not before then
fuck?
actually robbing a solo rider on the side of the street. This would also be one of the first cameos of Tommy's babyface character.
Oh shit, babyface. So that was telling you maybe they help with Jamie, say less.
Down bad season out here, bro.
Fucking pussy making me money, mate. Oh fucking blow your head off me.
During his leisure time away from the Mandem, Tommy would gradually develop into one of the most dependable taxi drivers to work for Abdul's taxi service. By doing this, Tommy met a man by the name of Stanky Leg, who claimed to be one of the most dangerous gangsters in the city. At first, it seemed like Tommy and Stanky would create a positive bond between the two of them, because, after all, this was the person linked to Abdul, a person Tommy to this day has the most respect and love for. The two of them seemed to get on fairly well, with a few hiccups along their way, until the two of them got into a dispute over lockpicking a van.
You want to go that way?
Yeah, I'm a gangster. Ah! Mr. Hutch said if they reach back, go back. Oh,
Fucking what the fuck?
Are you okay? I'm sorry. Oh, God. I'm sorry, Mr. Hutch said if they reach
the
for it, I just
fuck?
got a bomb. I'm
What the
sorry.
fuck?
Oh, God.
Tommy was shot in a rather stupid
what
fashion.
the
Tommy then decided to
fuck?
distance himself from Stanky and began to seek revenge. Tommy then contacted the Mandem and told them what had happened, which saw the Mandem back Tommy.
I'm still walking out of the hospital, innit? Some fucking guy. Abdul made me
NVL
some
God.
guy after the hospital, and you call me a fucking dickhead. After that, Abdul took me to some guy called like Stanky or something. Said he's some gangster. He pulled a gun on me and shot my ear off.
Huh?
For no reason. You heard right.
You're telling me?
Abdul took me to some guy called Stanky.
Guy called Stanky.
Yeah, and he shot me in the fucking ear.
Hey, Moses.
What am I hearing right now? Why am I hearing some Tesco 2-stripe $10 mic? What?
I want his shoes. I want his shoes.
Where you at?
What's your number? I'll ping it.
You'll be getting more.
No, I just want his shoes. I don't want to violate him that hard. I just want his shoes.
I'm gonna be violating.
Wait, man. In the fucking car right now, man. Where are you? Get in the fucking car.
That's PS2, Adam.
Here for my contest? Am I here
Phones
for
used to have an audio filter. I thought so, because it doesn't sound like Adam.
It's fine. This is for my contest.
That's why I was like, what the fuck? It sounds like there's like a weird effect.
Yeah, all right. Hey, can I get your guys' opinions on my shirt? This is my gangster shirt. I cut the front of it now so I can say it with my chest. This is like an underground layer. Very gangster.
Yeah, it's a gangster underground layer.
You know, I
Babyface man.
This is where we go with the drugs and stuff.
Yeah, I love drugs. I've done lots of them. I inject
Yeah, I can imagine,
them
innit?
all the time.
You're a gangster, so I'm pretty sure you have.
Yeah. Oh, this is so gangster. All right.
Tortured a person in the first week, yeah?
Business.
Standard.
Oh, hell yeah. Let me take
Oh
my
yeah.
hat off.
I just handcuff him, right? I'm gonna handcuff you.
Oh, let me sit back down.
I'm gonna handcuff you to the chair. You know what I'm saying?
This is a really involved process. Oh, hey, Tommy!
Yeah, you fucking remember me, innit?
Yo, Tommy One here. What's up?
You remember me now?
Are
You remember me now, innit, fam? You remember me now?
Go on, let him
Yeah,
know, man.
alright.
Let him know.
Remember what you did earlier?
Yeah.
Do you
I
fucking remember what you did earlier?
I taught you rule number 2.
You look at my fucking ear because of you, fam.
Yeah.
Look what you fucking did to my ear.
It doesn't even look like foreskin. Come on.
What
think
I
about
the
told you.
it.
I told
fuck?
you not to mess with me, innit? I said it. I said not to mess with me.
What do you mean not to mess with you? You never said that.
I did, and you said, oh, look, I got a fucking gun. Now look.
Yeah.
Look what happening now. Look what's happening now.
What happened to our beautiful relationship? We were supposed to meet like.
Shut up, you fucking pussy.
You're a pussy.
Hey, yo,
Fucking what?
Take off the mask. It doesn't matter. Let him know. Let him know. Moses, take off the mask. Grab this knife over here. Take this guy's fucking finger.
Just know, right? Ear for an ear, innit, fam? It's only fair. We could have killed you right now, you know. We
An
could have killed
ear
you.
for an ear, yeah?
Fam, I can't hear you.
Just fucking take his ear.
Sorry, I was the rope in my mouth. I was saying, just think of the good times, Tommy. It doesn't have to
There were
be
no
this
fucking
way.
good times.
There's so many good
Put the rope back in your
times.
mouth now.
Thank you, those plus
See
ones
that?
for
That
real,
felt fucking
man.
Good. That felt good, you know. That felt fucking
That's some
good.
good RP.
That's what you fucking get. Just know who you're messing with, innit? Next time you shoot me, know who you're messing with. Take your mouth. 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 Stand up.
The boys were then placed into cuffs, taken to the police station, and placed in jail. And Stanky, staying true to his ways, didn't snitch on the Mandem, which ultimately helped Tommy escape any criminal charges. After going through this situation, the Mandem began to realise that they were more than boys and that they were in fact a family. Adam, Dwayne, and Moses very much so loved what they had going and believed that forming an identifiable gang would be a good step in the right direction. This eventually saw the Mandem to scope out areas where they deemed to be their home turf, which eventually led them to the Mandem block. After officially forming the Mandem, the group then went into committing more serious crimes within the city, such as store robberies, bank truck robberies, and tour bus robberies.
Yeah, you gotta steal somebody's, like, you know how petty you gotta be to steal somebody's sandwich? Like, yo, motherfucker, give me your sandwich. Like, dude, this is my sandwich.
This in turn further developed and solidified what now seemed to be an unbreakable bond between the boys. Shortly after the official creation of the Mandem within the city, the Mandem encountered the Ballas gang for the very first time later in the month. Mando Thompson, the leader of the Ballas, shot Dwayne at the Alter Street apartments to send a message to Mr. K, the head of Changang, as at the time the Ballas and Changang were at conflict. And this is where the dispute between the Mandem and the Ballas first broke out. Dwayne and the Mandem were upset by this, and for good reason. They didn't like the Ballas using Dwayne as a pawn in their convoluted game of war tactics. Mandem then decided to hunt down Mando and found him at the apartments, which resulted in by far one of the most iconic Mandem moments to this day.
Yo, Mando, what's good? Mando on top. Mando on your head top, fam.
Oh!
Oh, man.
Oh!
Push yourself, you man.
I plan both of them, bro. I plan both.
The following
Mandem on
day,
top.
Mando enticed Tommy, Adam, Dwayne and Eli into a shootout at Grove Street by promising them free tea and crumpets.
What are you saying?
Hey, what you saying, dog? What you saying?
What are you saying, bro?
Hey, I got free tea and crumpets
roll
here at the
around,
gas station, bro. You want some crumpets?
We didn't think.
Free tea and crumpets at the gas station, yeah?
Yeah. Come on down, bro.
Listen, I'm just saying, yeah, for all you non-Brits out there, yeah, that have never had tea and crumpets, I know it's a bit of a meme, yeah, but I'm not even gonna lie. Tea and crumpets, yeah, is an elite breakfast. That's all I'm saying.
Fucking pussies, fam. Find them, fam. Find them.
Yo, if Eli goes down, though, we're fucked, innit?
No. If Eli goes down, we're fucking nailing every single one of them into a fucking coffin, fam.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah? We're fucking drilling these pussies. I had enough.
How the fuck do you see, bro? You seem to see across there, lads.
Tommy's like, yeah, it's happening, big man.
How the fuck do you even...
Tommy's just doing suppressive fire, bro. Mama's just suppressive
Let's go.
fire.
I'm hurting, though. Let's roll up on that bitch boy at the gas
Where's
station.
that? Car's rolling. There's a car nearby, bro.
Go
You see
there,
him?
fam.
He's there,
Where,
he's there,
where?
he's there. On the roof, bro. I'm
Shoot
fuck,
across.
I'm fuck.
Oh shit, oh shit.
Drive.
I can't, the car's dead, bro.
Oh! I was gonna say, that's a brave spot, big man.
Later that day, a second shootout took place in the Southside Mega Mall, and the Ballas once again emerged victorious.
Yeah, I see where you're looking.
I'm getting shot at.
Right, as well. Watch out. Come on top of the car park. To your
Yeah,
right.
I know, but they can't see this. They can't see this bit.
Bless, bro. Good luck.
They're all
Go
clueless
down,
as fuck.
get the fuck out, right? Man them on top. Never fucking forget it. Make sure you dome these pussies and put them in a fucking spliff, my guy. Alright?
Come
Have
on.
fun. Come on. Man them on top. See you in a
Do it,
bizzle,
bro.
my guy.
Come
Come
on.
on.
And now look at him, man.
Even though the Mandem didn't pose much of a threat to the Ballas, Mando appreciated the struggle that they put up, and the next day, the two gangs were able to come to an agreement to end the war. Mando then began working alongside the Mandem, and in turn, the Mandem began to push the Ballas' myth. Overall, this experience proved to be a wake-up call to the Mandem. It was a humbling experience, but they grew stronger and closer together as a result, as well as now having the respect from the Ballas. But not long after the battle with the Ballas was over, the Mandem would tragically lose one of its members. Someone who was loved dearly and known by many. Remy Brown. Remy Brown was last seen on June 4th, 2021. The Mandem had been searching for him for quite a while, and after a considerable amount of time had passed, they had come to the conclusion that Remy, he might be dead. Out of character, it was well known that Remy had been unfortunately banned from NoPixel due to not meeting NoPixel's age restrictions. It was a devastating blow to everyone involved, but the Mandem moved on. They continued to be how they were before and were trying their best to stay together as a gang, which worked for an extended period of time until not long after Remy's disappearance, another member of the Mandem would also go missing. One that would send shockwaves throughout the city and fracture many hearts. On the 25th of June, 2021,
you big man.
Adam Abwabwa had also sadly gone missing. This was also made very apparent out of character. They'd also been banned.
Tomorrow, yeah? You gonna be around tomorrow?
Hopefully, man.
Come on. If not, and you're busy, you know, go rest in it.
Is we how sleepy I am, that's how it is.
Yeah, no worries, man. It's understandable.
Later.
Later, man. Have a good one.
The Mandem were truly depleted. At the time of Adam's disappearance, the Mandem only had Tommy, Eli, Dwayne, and Moses. As a final act of commiseration,
will you be hitting bank doors or not because it's easy money?
Teasing the highly anticipated
I don't know, if we get bank codes,
the Mandem
sure.
got the entire crowd to chant Remy's famous catchphrase.
And also, my boy Remy, who unfortunately could not make it and will not be making it. Never drown with
Remy Brown. Come on.
Come on. Come on. Can I get everyone saying, never drown with Remy Brown? Can I get it? 3, 2, 1.
Never drown with Remy Brown.
That's the
like
fucking
Remy.
vibe. And I'm sure he's watching from heaven.
After the Mandem had gone through the loss of two of their most beloved members, they decided to bond together and ensure each other that nothing bad would happen. However, unfortunately, during these times, Eli and Dwayne were unable to get into the city as frequently as their train tickets just simply weren't the best. However, fortunately enough, Moses and Tommy were able to get into the city with no issues. And this was arguably the lowest point of the Mandem's history. It was practically just Tommy and Moses doing jobs together, or linking up with other allied gangs within the city, such as NBC and Changang. Over this time, Tommy and Moses bonded quite well together. They would usually rob and chop cars for hours upon hours upon hours. They would try to link up with Dwayne and Eli whenever they could, but those opportunities came very few and far between. Some people even argue that if Tommy and Moses didn't hang out as much as they did during this phase, the Mandem very well could have been disbanded and become just another gang in the city's long history. However, during these times, the Mandem grew closer to a certain individual who went by the name of Stacy Doyle. Stacy is a rather bubbly and unique individual who had a general liking towards the Mandem as a gang. She had been around the city for quite a while now and hadn't really seen anything like this gang before. The Mandem and Stacy began hanging around each other more and more. Stacy would begin to manage the Mandem's finances, help them maintain a storage unit of their own, and even back the Mandem when it came to conflicts with other gangs. Now, as Stacy was putting in all of this work, it certainly wasn't going unnoticed. Dwayne suggested to Tommy that they should invite Stacy into the gang, as she clearly had what it took to become a full functioning member of the Mandem. Her vibes reflected her personality, simply unmatched. Tommy then agreed to this, which saw all of the Mandem boys to assemble at a red parking lot and invite Stacy into the Mandem. And on the 3rd of August, 2021, Stacy happily accepted the Mandem's invitation and joined the family.
The fact that this was over a year ago is
Really
crazy.
You know? Unfortunately. Unfortunately, guys. I'm gonna have to politely accept.
No! Come on!
Along with the addition of Stacy, the Mandem was also looking for additional candidates to either join the Mandem or eventually become a trustworthy business owner. One person who immediately came to mind was in fact a person who both Tommy and Adam met quite a while ago. This man looked to have led a fairly stable life, and was a true gentleman. This person would later be revealed as Reginald Watson. Both Adam and Tommy first met Reginald after giving him a taxi ride to
Reggie!
rest, and clearly loved his vibe. The two of them noticed that he was a very loud individual and wasn't all too familiar with the lingo that the Mandem used.
Oh, I just did a couple of jobs with the old boys there with the sanitation area.
Easy.
And, well,
Dang!
quite frankly, I need to hit up the dry cleaning after this, but,
Reggie,
yeah, it was
do
quite
be
fun, I would say.
Thank
Reginald's
Reggie,
closest
yeah?
pals would also be identified as a potential helping hand for the Mandem. He was a man with a very distinctive voice who, for some reason, was extremely obsessed with fish. This man was Dave Perry. The Mandem first encountered Dave at Abdul's court hearing, where Dave was generally being a nuisance and, well, a mess.
Fam, go toilet, man.
And
Stop peeing on the chair.
was anyone else witness to the
Dave Perry.
Luis Fernandez at this point?
Where's the toilet?
Oh, you have to stay.
The two of them proved to be excellent company while being around the Mandem, and after a brief period of working alongside with the Mandem, Reginald was welcomed into MDMA, the Mandem's associates, which suggested that if he maintained a strong relationship with the Mandem, he could possibly work his way up to becoming a fully fledged member of the gang. However,
He's jokes, you know.
Dave,
Yeah, I
on the other
know.
hand, was not given this chance yet, as the Mandem still regarded him as an unreliable loose cannon, and this fact was later solidified not long after this decision.
What's up, guys?
What the fuck is y'all doing? Oh, we're giving chicken.
Sorry, go up to the
Chick-
up top.
No, listen, we're giving chicken tikka masala to the local community.
We're giving chicken tikka You giving chicken tikka masala?
Yeah, hot fresh meals, charity food to the community.
Ah.
What was that? What word did you just say there?
I said oxy, motherfucker. I ain't stupid. This is what you saw.
Ollie oxen free? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Now you're not going anywhere. You better stop moving. I'm gonna shoot you in your face. Get your... Put your fucking hands up, all of you. Come over here.
Are you kidding me? Pata,
I ain't kidding
where's
you.
Pata? Pata, we know him.
Get your ass over here, lady.
Pata's one of our good friends. Come on, Pata, your friends are robbing us. Pata, what the hell?
Pata!
Oh, remember this, Pata.
No, please.
No.
Pata!
The Mandem's
Oh,
going
what
to
a
hear
G.
about this, Pata. You're fucking up.
Let the Mandem hear about this. You know what they gonna say? Fuck those random motherfuckers. That's what they gonna say.
Sod off.
Hey, listen. You want to tell the Mandem? I tell the Mandem NBC robbed you. Let's see what
Yeah,
they say,
say
man.
that right there. Say NBC and Guy
Can you repeat that? Sorry, what does that stand for? Hey, your ass
Natural Born Crackheads and Guy Jones robbed you. See how that goes?
Sod off, you ugly trollop gits.
Sod off, you ugly trollop kids. Oh!
Keep talking.
Reggie was shocked. After this, Guy Jones then immediately arranged a meeting with Tommy and decided to air out the situation and see what was happening.
Alright, baby. I want you to let me know what you were told, and then I'll let you know
Yeah,
the
that's
real
what I
story,
want to hear
right?
anyway. Yeah. So obviously Reggie and Dave, they're like our friends, yeah. They're not necessarily Mandem, they're just our friends. Almost like Mandem associates, realistically.
Okay, but you said almost like, so they not.
No, like Reggie,
right?
Reggie definitely is.
Okay.
Reggie's definitely Mandem associate for sure. One of the first ones there was. And they said they was running Oxy, and then you guys ran up on them, obviously to rob them, like you would to any Oxy runners.
Yeah, which we doing, yeah.
And obviously they've claimed that they know us.
Everything so far is true, correct?
Yeah. So then, obviously Reggie said that he got a bit heated. Obviously, when you're a bit down bad and you're getting robbed doing Oxy, it's annoying. So he said he called you like a git or something.
he said, shut the fuck up, you something. I don't know if it was
Yeah, I
like
think
a
he said
slang
git
that
or
y'all
I think
used.
he said he said git or trollop. He's like he's an old school British guy,
Exactly,
you know.
right? So when Tommy, say I didn't know you, right? And I had a gun to your face, right? You gonna tell
So you
me
had a
to
gun
shut
to his
the
face. Oh
fuck
yeah,
up?
okay, you had a gun to his face at that point. Yeah, got you.
Exactly, right? So why would you say that when I got a gun to your face, right? That's the first mistake he made.
Yeah.
Which is why I shot him right there, right?
Yeah, I hear
I
that.
pulled up on these guys, right? Patar says he's their friends. I'm like, Patar, you don't need to rob them since they're your friends, but I'm robbing them. I don't know who they are. So I rob them,
And then he says what he says, and then he tells me the Mandem are gonna hear about this. I said, motherfucker, I know the Mandem, and you not Mandem, right? And that's what I told him. And if he, let me tell you something, if he told me in the beginning, right? If he said, hey, I'm Mandem, or I'm doing Oxy for Mandem, or I'm associate, whatever, he wouldn't have been robbed. But people don't know how to use their words, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess
they just get angry, flustered.
Yeah, he
first,
did say he got heated in a moment.
Exactly, right? So after that, it was said and done. They call Patar, they're trying to set me up, they're trying to go for it, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to gut me.
Yeah,
right?
I told them that was a mistake they made. They should have waited and just called me, and then we could have solved it easier.
All right, so let me get my boys to come scoop me, and we could go to the apartments. I'll give you like 6 Oxy and maybe some other shit. We'll see. I don't got any extra guns.
And this was one of the first occasions where both Reginald and Dave would begin to showcase the fact that they were more than a liability than a potential member of the Mandem.
Ooh, unlucky man.
As time went on, Reginald started engaging in numerous illicit activities, which ultimately destroyed the notion that he was the Mandem's clean member, and as a result, Dave and Reginald began to grow distant from the Mandem. Tommy informed Reginald that since they were beginning to engage in far more serious acts, they seriously couldn't have any liabilities and that they shouldn't hang around with them as frequently, which was later solidified once more after both Reggie and Dave stole Stacy's car from a Wu Chang event and failed to take responsibility for their actions. After this whole ordeal, the Mandem decided to cut ties with both Reggie and Dave, and chose not to associate themselves with them anymore, which then resulted in Reggie to go out and spray paint phrases such as MDM in the dirt, Tommy T creates trash songs, and the Ballas can't shoot for shit, signed by Tommy, all over the city. Tommy then learned of this and deemed it to be pathetic and planned to seek out revenge. Tommy couldn't believe what he was seeing. Both Reginald and Dave failed to prove themselves to the Mandem. Tommy wondered to himself, was he being far too harsh on the two of them? No. He reassured himself that his past actions, they were completely justified. The Mandem then schemed up a plan to take Reginald to a spot up in Grapeseed.
True, I mean, to be fair, yeah, he proved his point. I mean, you know, you tell them that, like, you can't carry on anymore, and then they start acting like that. I mean, you can only think about what they would have been like further down the line, man. So he obviously made a good call.
Reginald fear for his life and truly regret what he had done to the Mandem. However, the Mandem had no real way of tracking down Reginald's whereabouts. So, thinking quickly on their feet, the Mandem began to explore the possibilities of perhaps getting one of Reginald's closest friends to reveal his location. And luckily enough, the Mandem had first formally met this person before he had even been introduced to Reginald. This person was in fact Vince Watson. Vince was then slowly introduced to the rest of the Mandem, including Dave and Reginald, and seemed to fit in quite well. He formed quite the relationship with both Reginald and Dave, which further reinforced the fact that he was one of their closest connects within the city. The Mandem decided to take advantage of this fact, and decided to pressure Vince into revealing Reginald's whereabouts. However, Vince remained loyal to Reginald and Dave. Vince didn't want to take sides on this occasion, as he believed that he had strong bonds with all the parties involved, and didn't want this situation to come between them. Vince took it upon himself to become the bridge in this situation, allowing both the Mandem and Reginald to communicate without actually speaking to each other. At first, the Mandem demanded that both Reginald and Dave were to pay for the damages caused to Stacy's car, and for the inconvenience that they had caused. However, the two of them remained vigilant. Both Dave and Reggie believed that it was nothing but a mistake and that things were being blown way out of proportion. And after countless back and forths between the two parties, Vince eventually grew tired of the situation and accidentally slipped out hints to the Mandem where Reginald's whereabouts may be, which ultimately gained him a large sum of respect from the Mandem. The Mandem then found Reginald and took him up to Grapeseed and sat him in the very chair where Tommy sliced off Stanky's ear. The Mandem then later revealed themselves and further said their piece.
Oh no, Stacy, what is this?
I think that's pretty self-explanatory.
You're gonna kill me.
Why do you do the things that you do?
It's a statement.
Well, where is that getting you, huh? What's the statement? You can blow up a car? Well done. I just experienced that again. You almost blew yourself up.
It's a statement. To all of you, really.
Oh yeah? Of what?
You've all lost sight of what really matters. Clearly all you care about is all this shit.
What
happened to friendship? What happened to spending time with people you cared about?
I think we made that pretty clear that we weren't friends anymore.
I don't know what I could say. I would say sorry, but it means it doesn't
It's
mean
too
shit.
fucking late. We let you go. Suddenly my name's around the city again. Stays around the city again. Graffitied everywhere. Suddenly my taxi goes missing.
No.
Boom. All over again.
No.
Why should I believe you?
Please. I can give you my... No, please, stay, please. Please don't. Stacey, please.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Please.
Oh.
The Mandem weren't done yet. They still had Dave to deal with, which later resulted in Dave to share a similar fate to his closest friend.
Oh, okay.
Whose car?
Oh no.
He knows very well which car.
Excuse me.
In the car, Dave.
Oh, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was Reggie, because he was going out of his mind. When Reggie goes off his mind, he goes off his mind. Basically, I was chilling and Reggie called me, and I've got something for you.
A little bit wrong because they shot Dave first, then Reggie.
I said,
Yeah, not the end of the world.
And then he turned up with the car. Yeah, please. Okay.
So why didn't you tell us, Dave?
Because
Surely you know, like, if Reggie goes and does this shit,
yeah, I know.
and you still knew about it, right? So why don't you just tell us?
Yeah,
Why don't you
I
tell
know.
Stacey and say this about to happen, then you'd have been on our good side or anything, right?
Yeah, but you don't. Reggie's kind of my only friend.
But at the end of the day, even what you told me, you're still involved. Go stand against the wall over there.
Okay.
Face me. It's been fun, bro. It's been fun.
Is this the clip where he misses in point blank? No. Which one was that? He tried to shoot. I don't know if it was Tommy. I don't think it was Tommy actually. There's someone up against the wall. I can't remember. I don't think it was Tommy actually.
As the Mandem began to grow more and more popular within the city, Tommy decided that the Mandem needed to stop relying on others to do all of their hard work. Most in particular, bank jobs. The Mandem have always believed that Tommy had what it took to become a great hacker, but it would take a while and Tommy just simply didn't have the time. However, after Tommy realized that he had far more time than he used to, Tommy decided to take it upon himself to learn how to hack and become one of the most reliable hackers within the city. He was able to do this by sinking many hours of practice into practice laptops. Tommy failed a lot, and when I mean a lot, I mean a lot. But after many fails, on one fateful day, the Mandem decided to hit a bank together, with Tommy being the main hacker. The nerves were high. However, Tommy was ready. He walked over to the bank door, plugged in his laptop, and did his thing.
Thank you, Jay. You can 100% learn to hack.
He had done it. The once innocent, vulnerable fisherman had done it. Tommy had hacked his very first bank. He had finally proven to not only himself, but those around him that if you try hard enough and have the correct attitude, you can almost accomplish anything. After becoming bank certified and leading by example, the Mandem agreed that Tommy had what it took to become a responsible aspiring leader, to guide and elevate the Mandem's presence within the city. The Mandem then held a meeting and decided that it was time to finally elect the leader of the Mandem.
Yeah, we're all in agreement, yeah? Tommy is the leader of the Mandem.
Do you want
I
to
ain't
be
got no
Tommy?
arguments.
Yeah, I'm down.
Alright, I got no
I
arguments.
think I could do a good job.
I think so too.
Yeah, back it.
Bloody shit.
Imagine this. I can't fucking
What?
Oh, he's so gash.
wet fucking pussy that got fucking G-checked for wearing green fishing one day is now the fucking leader of the man. What? How the fuck?
How the
has
tables turn, huh?
mad
Yeah,
fucking
know.
turn of events? What in the
Progression.
actual fuck?
Not long after the situation, both Batar and Dean expressed their interest to leave NBC to instead join the Mandem. The only issue is that they had to convince their gang that they weren't snaking them and that they were still boys. Both Batar and Dean were just simply having more fun with the Mandem and were developing quite a bond with the gang. And after many, many meetings and many jobs, both Dean and Batar were welcomed into the Mandem.
So you can probably tell why I brought you here, or not? So, as far as I know, about 3-4 weeks ago, you asked to join us, become part of the family, and it kind of left you waiting for a while. We've discussed it, you know, we've changed things around, and me and the boys, we change things around, you know, there's a hierarchy now, we move things about, and we think, like, both you guys have, you've more than proved yourself, you know? Me and Moses right here would like to happily welcome you to the Mandem, officially. No MDMA.
What's that, chat? Sorry, chat.
Hey, nothing like that. Full on Mandem. One of the members, one of the gang, one of the family. Puffer jacket, everything. Chain.
Let's go! Happy dance, happy dance, happy dance.
However, as two joined, one left. After both Dean and Batar joining the Mandem, Stacey Doyle expressed to the Mandem that she wanted to be involved in the police force once more, which the Mandem clearly didn't take a liking towards. They didn't want to ruin their image in the city, with one of their members being a cop, which ultimately resulted in Stacey leaving the Mandem. Another notable event which occurred during these times was the Mandem welcoming Lana into their family. Both Tommy and Lana had a relationship going on in the background, which eventually resulted in the two of them to make their relationship unofficially official, thus introducing her into the family. During this time, Dwayne also presented his desires to the rest of the Mandem that would like to finally pursue his dreams to own and lead his very own music label. However, he was still signed to Wu-Chang. This eventually resulted in the Mandem to host a meeting with Wu-Chang's representatives to highlight the fact that the music scene was slowly dying out and that having another record label in the city would be a great way of revitalizing the musical industry. One of the key points of this meeting, however, was the fact that both record labels agreed to what happened in music must always remain in music, no matter what, to ensure a healthy, friendly rivalry between the two labels. Wu-Chang agreed to this proposal, which saw both Tommy and Dwayne to leave Wu-Chang Records and build their own record label, called Mandem Records. Not long after this, Vince was also introduced to the Mandem's revamped MDMA system. Vince had been proving himself to the Mandem that he was an overall joy to hang around, which ultimately resulted in him earning a spot as the first new MDMA member. Everything seemed to be going great for the Mandem. Tommy was becoming a great leader, Dwayne was now finally living out his dreams as being an owner of a record label, Moses was still broke but still was his good old self, Eli was still pushing his weed on the streets, Dean was slowly becoming one of the most wealthiest people around the city, and Batar was indulging himself within the meth scene. Despite everything that they had been put through, they were all united and working on bettering themselves for the greater good of the gang. Until one day, the Mandem had received an anonymous ping, which saw them go on a wild goose chase, solving multiple riddles which seemed to lead to a potential treasure. At first, the Mandem were confused, but they decided to follow the notes, until they stumbled across a man who seemed to be following the exact same notes. They ended up killing this man after they got what they needed from him, which led them to a remote island just off of the coast. The Mandem then swam over to this island, holstered their guns, and began looking around, until they stumbled across a rather run-down shack.
Huh?
Hello?
Huh? Yo!
Please. Not again. Not again, please. Please.
Not
Not again.
Man, like, Adam.
Not again.
What the fuck?
Who is this? Not again, please.
Bro.
Please don't.
Adam?
Don't take me back. Don't take me back. Please, please, please.
Adam,
Not
Adam,
again, man.
Adam,
Not
it's me.
again. Tommy?
Is that you?
Tommy?
Is that you?
Who's this?
Adam?
Who's this? No, who's this? Don't take me back, please.
It's Tommy, fam. It's Tommy. It's Tommy, bro.
Eli.
Tommy?
Yes, me.
No. This is a dream. It's not true.
Look, gone away, fam. Look,
I'm not going back. I'm not going back.
Look. You're good, bro.
I'm not going back. I'm not going back. Not again. Not again.
Look, it's me. It's Tommy. Look.
Get back. Get outside.
Come on.
Tommy, is that really you?
Of course it is, bro.
It was Adam. Adam Arbob were. They had found him. After all this time, they'd finally found their abunder. After 4 months of separation and being presumed dead, he was standing right in front of them. The Mandem then guided Adam off of the island and reintroduced him to the city that had been sadly taken away from him. After the return of Adam, Vince decided that it was finally his time to shine and really make an effort for the Mandem. He was progressing quite well and believed that he had what it took to become a full member of the gang. This then saw Vince aiding Batar in his meth empire, who began to spend countless hours slinging meth for the Mandem, bettering their street reputation and wealth amongst the gang. And after hundreds of hours of continuously working for the Mandem, Vince's work seemed to be put to waste. After all this time, what had Vince possibly done? Whilst Vince was slinging meth for the Mandem, Changang rolled up on him, robbed him, and kidnapped him, and claimed that he had messed up big time. Vince was then taken up to Grapeseed and strapped down to that all for the wrong reasons iconic chair. Tommy then later introduced himself, along with the rest of the Mandem.
My...
Okay, now
There
say your
you
shit.
go.
Okay.
My what?
Yeah, my queen, I'm sorry.
Good boy. Stand up.
Man, I'll just shoot him. He's been a disgrace to the Mandem anyways.
This
motherfucker.
This fucking guy, bro.
Man, I never liked Vince anyways.
Innit? Hey, Vince.
Okay.
Tell me and I'll put the bullet in his head.
Next time, don't go fucking robbing people, innit? I'm gonna put her shit on the floor. You're gonna give it back to her. You better say fucking sorry and mean it again.
Trust me, fam.
Come on. I just don't want to kiss those shoes, man.
What you...
Acting like you get a say in the matter, big man.
Oh, shit. Dude. What the fuck? You want me to give this to her?
What is it?
Fucking Mandem chain, yeah?
Well, there we fucking
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, fuck! Jeez. Yo. Oh, fuck. Yo.
Not long after this event, another person would also be introduced to the Mandem. She'd been rolling with them for quite a while now, and seemed like a great fit in the Mandem's very tight circle. Lana Valentine was then given a chain and invited to the Mandem. The Mandem were truly at an all-time high, and the vibes within the group seemed to be immaculate. Surely, nothing could possibly go wrong now, right? A civil war. Wait, what is the script? That's a civil war. Nah, has to be a nah, that can't be right. As time passed, Tommy began to get the impression that people were no longer respecting him as much as he wanted. He didn't feel like he was being well respected as a leader, and that he was letting far too many people walk all over him. Most in particular, Dwayne.
Think this 1-2-2 joke's gonna get me, yeah, haha, or bants, yeah? Moving like a dickhead.
Are you gonna put your petrol in, or are you just gonna park up and then leave?
Fucking money, fam. Listen, why the fuck? What the fuck are you? Are you a fucking?
Well, you were pressing me today, so I'm pressing you back, fam.
What?
That's
Nah,
how it goes.
shut the fuck. I'm pressing you because you're being a fucking shithead, alright? You're pressing me.
Yeah, and
for
you're
no
being
reason.
wet wipe,
Stop
bro. I'm
pressing-
telling you what the fucking present is it, and you're
You're
too
the wet
embarrassed to
wipe,
tell me
fam.
what the fucking present is, man. It's only a girl.
Why do you care for what my present is? This is my
Because we're
fucking
boys,
present.
no?
What the fuck do you think this is? You want to talk about boys, bro?
Well, you want your
Jeez.
boys to back you. You can't even tell your boys what presents you get from your little friend. Okay.
Yeah, fam, get back in the car, man. You're always chatting was, fam. Fucking.
All thought over a present.
Tell me what Lana's gonna get you for Christmas.
Well, I don't
then,
know. It ain't Christmas yet. You're just staring at me.
Yeah.
Washed.
Oh, so that's what you got. The pink fluffy handcuffs, yeah?
Hey, how can you see they're pink and fluffy with your hands
I can
behind your
feel the
back,
fluff,
little
man.
Fucking pussy, yo.
I can feel the fluff. I know these ones. I used them before.
You wanna invade my privacy? See what I want. Let me see what you're texting. Ah, right. So that's how you need to look in the fucking dumpster, Mr. Fucking Hunch. Don't
Yeah, just a
fucking
hunch,
don't
man.
play with me, pussy, yo. right, Mr. Hunt. Fucking shook you, fucking pussy, yo. Lying to my face about, oh yeah, just a hunt.
Yeah, it's been a good friend.
I asked you how you knew to look in the dumpster afterwards, not before.
Yeah, I'm not ruining a surprise, though.
Right. You're moving fucking snaky, fam.
I mean, says the Don who put me handcuffs and went through my phone.
Yeah, cause oh, and look what I found when I looked through your phone, you little fucking pussy, ho.
Yeah, but mine's actually helping you and your girl out, you know, helping you get out of a surprise. That's backing your
Yeah,
boy.
and yours is you just being a fucking curious bastard.
It's not like you didn't tell me and I went, hang on, you put you in handcuffs and fucking run your pockets to
Shut up,
find out
man.
myself.
Stop fucking being a little bitch, alright? No one gives a fuck, man. Jeez. Oi, where you going, fam? How the fuck? Yo, oi, what is this? What the fuck is this, fam? What the fuck is this? Why are you moving like a waste man, fam? We're just trying to prove a point, fam. Huh?
What, is this my Eurus?
What do you mean your Eurus?
It's my Eurus, you know?
You this whip.
No, it's a Vin.
Oh, you Vin this?
Yeah.
Is it as good as a Rebler? What are we doing here?
Put your hands up, fam.
What the fuck you mean put my
Put your
hands
fucking
up?
hands up.
Put my hands up, yeah?
Yeah.
Huh? Put my hands up, yeah? Huh? Yeah?
Oh,
You're allowed to do that though, are you really?
Oh,
oh, hit with that MVL cuff.
Power to your dome.
Hit with that MVL cuff.
Okay, I'm putting my hands up now.
Dwayne was shot. Dwayne's day one, Dwayne's leader, Dwayne's friend, Dwayne's prodigy had shot him. Tommy then put Dwayne in his car, brought him back to his feet at Grandma's, and tried to talk things out between them.
So this is your answer, yeah? You treat your own boy.
Get your shit together, you know?
Get my shit together. Respect.
You properly, you know?
Respect.
I remember all of this, I
told
can't
you
lie.
The honest truth and shit that the other boys were all fucking scared to tell you to your fucking face.
Yeah, so you come to me and tell me with respect next time.
You know what? When you fucking came to me and I fucking gave you a ride to that fishing spot, you were a little bitch.
Yeah, things changed, man. It's been a long fucking time since then, so shut your mouth and get in the car.
I'm not getting you in your fucking car, Tom.
Dwayne felt betrayed, and he didn't want to talk to Tommy. After realizing this, Tommy then left Dwayne at Grandma's and made his way back to the Mandem block. Tommy then decided to call all the members of the Mandem to assemble at the block to discuss what had happened. However, Dwayne had other plans, which then commenced by far one of the most memorable moments in the history of the Mandem.
Yo.
No, hang on. I only got.
Yo, this is my block now, right?
Oh, really?
You sure about that?
Why you coming with that attitude, bro?
You know this is my block now, right?
It's the Mandem block, and you're part of the Mandem.
It's my block. My block.
No, it says Mandem, and you're part of the Mandem.
Yeah? You sure about that?
Man's ear.
Yep.
You wanna know who isn't part of the Mandem?
Who?
You. The first one to drop.
Oh, what?
What? You good, team?
Whoa.
It's over, Dwayne.
He's headshot on the roof. Moses got him. It's Dwayne!
Dwayne!
It's fucking Dwayne!
Dwayne was shot down and taken to Grandma.
Straight to
with the
Dean.
Mandem to
Yeah.
have a long meeting out in the winter's blizzard.
Right, anyway, so basically, he just
Speak
been
your
running his
mind,
mouth
fam.
too much. Right? And I'm sick and tired of people in this gang not treating me like a leader, okay? And maybe that's my fault, right? Because I'm a bit too lenient sometimes, and one of you man can say something, I'll take it on the chin, it's all fun and games. I'll let you know right now, it ain't fun and games anymore. If one of you man step out of line, if I say do something and you don't fucking go and listen, and you go against what I'm saying, then there'll be repercussions for it, okay? So the reason why this
Actions
guy
have
came to our block and started
consequences.
shooting us up was because I shot him. He put me in handcuffs, went through my phone, all because I was just asking him about what he got for Christmas. I'm tired of the disrespect. So I got my gun out and pointed at him, and he fucking cuffed me. So I shot him, took him here, made sure he was cool. And I told him to get in the car, and he refused to get in my car. So I took his gun off him and his handcuffs. I left him here. And he said that the Mandem was his now. Whoever went down first was out the Mandem. So I hung up on him, and that's when that shooting happened. But I was calling you to the meeting to tell you what the fuck had happened, let you know exactly what I'm...
One sec. Yo.
Yeah, I'm installing Apex, and Dean wants to play it sometime. You got it installed?
I have, yeah, I've already done it.
How many hours you got on Apex again?
Like 2.5, 3,000.
Oof.
Yeah, I played it a little minute.
I'll let you know, Jay.
Alright, say less in a bit. Did you say 3,000? Yeah, I got like 3 accounts. I got 2, yeah, about 3K, yeah.
I'm telling you now. So
Yeah, probably about 3K across all my accounts. That sounds about right, yeah.
But in the future, you come out with that attitude again, I'll take your chain. You won't be on jobs. You won't be involved in things with us for whatever time that I decide. If I have to shoot you, I'll fucking shoot you, and I've proven it. But some people don't fucking learn the lessons, and I shout at them or give them those kind of repercussions.
Guess that means Jay will remain broke. No, we got a little bit of money now. I mean, we're in a I don't want to say a good position, but we're getting there, you know.
Dwayne, you got an issue? Want to speak up and talk to us about what the fuck's going on?
No.
What do you mean, no, bro?
I mean, part of this gang or not, you just came to our fucking block and tried to shoot everyone, all because of what I did. Always the same with you, man, and always fucking excuses, always trying to take victim card, man. Understand? Yeah, understand, because you're always fucking going out of line and trying to run your own fucking thing, take this mission by yourself, like you're some kind of one-man army.
I took this mission by myself. And every other mission that I take by myself, I take because I ask and no one backs me.
Listen, is that everyone in the circle will back you with pretty much anything. But at the end of the day, you gotta realize, brother, that when
it's 20K, good position.
The whole Mandem,
no, we've earned way more than 20K today. I've earned at least 60, 70. Once I sell everything, I'll have like 30K in the bank, and I paid all my bills.
It's
So
only to make you fucking listen. I've tried chatting to you calmly and tried talking you out of things. I've tried shouting at you. Had other people in the gang talking to you at the same time, all on different pages to you. You don't fucking listen. You're always on your own shit.
Actually, let me double check.
You, bro.
Clearly, you haven't learned anything.
I know.
Like you're one of my day ones, bro. And I've tried everything.
Let me double check. I've definitely got. I'm sure I 100% installed it.
You still treat me like it's that first day, and I'm on the pier, bro, or on the docks. You treat me the same way. You don't fucking listen. You're on your own shit.
I SP 50K in Kong, yeah, no.
I realize things have changed.
Update required.
The Mandem then all departed on a rather
update,
sour tone. Tommy pulled Dwayne to one side and attempted to mend the wound between them. However, the injury was still fresh, and Dwayne still needed some space for himself. As mentioned before,
yeah, no, I can
Dwayne
pay that
had always had a
50K
passion
today.
for music and always
No
dreamed
problem.
of owning his own record label. And as mentioned before, this dream eventually became a reality, which saw Dwayne form Mandem Records and begin to sign many promising talents to his label. One of these people was Saint Balenci. Saint Balenci was an extremely talented musician and wanted to rustle a few feathers over at Wu Chang after an old beef that he still hadn't settled with them. Balenci decided to create a song and pretty much send shots at Changang, Wu Chang, Mr. K, and Rami. Mr. K and Rami, however, didn't take a liking to this.
I have to ask you a question right now. Have I ever disrespected you?
I remember this.
No.
That's why I like to hear.
Boys, what the fuck is going on?
You know, ultimately, like, look, we kind of.
You said to bring fucking
Dwayne, we kind of. I kind of edit out everything you said to me earlier on the hills and shit.
The Groza, man, the Groza.
That front, just said everything.
The Groza.
About some Valencia
The
as well,
Groza
like,
incident.
The context of that thing, which Rami said that I guess didn't happen that way. I don't know what the actual truth is, so I wasn't there, so I can't speak on that shit. And yeah, I just kind of like, we just kind of squashed it really.
It's not even,
as
it's
it
not
is.
even about the fucking phone call. It's about him just being disrespectful to begin with. I feel like your fucking head is so far up your own ass, bro. You don't know where to fucking respect people, bro. When nobody has shown you disrespect back.
During the time that I was like the highest grossing artist that had like your label had seen to that point. And
yeah, but you weren't a fucking grossing artist whatsoever before. You understand that, right?
You feel like you weren't paid enough?
I didn't get paid at all.
I'll be honest with you, like this is like dead serious. So when you were around, Wu Chang was starting up, right? And I'll be like, we made like Wu Chang. I was senior vice president at the time. You know, they fired me. Thank you so much. But Wu Chang, like we didn't, you know this. We made literally zero money until we got like an investment from Franny, you know. And and we didn't disrespect you by not paying you because we literally had no money to give out, and we tried to pay you as much as we can and Wu Chang would always stay around like 20 to 30K at all times, and we'd still
for
give
Wu-Tang
you.
Records for years.
Yeah.
I've never made a
literally.
fucking penny, bro. I don't get no paychecks.
You know, I like, out of everything that like happened in Wu-Chang, the thing I've talked the least about is the money.
Yeah.
So what else then?
What else, like?
Yeah, bro, it's just as to someone, you know how you're saying like, oh yeah, you like before Wu-Chang I was no one. That's not true. Before Wu-Chang I was Dwayne Flores. And to this day I am Dwayne Flores. Everything that I've accomplished.
Before Wu-Tang, you didn't have shit. So what are you talking about?
Okay. And I didn't get shit from you to get to where I am. Not a single
definitely
handout.
did. Right.
What handout
We promoted
did you
the
give
fuck
me?
out of your shit. So what you talking about?
We gave you a studio. We gave you the
We're not
assets,
promoting your fucking
equipment.
shit. And we promoted your fucking brother shit to the max. We
even on
supported
top
your
of
whole
that-
family to the fucking max.
Oh, God.
So if you're gonna come over here and say we didn't do shit for you, that's some fucking bullshit. And you do got your head up your fucking ass. So don't come over here saying no fucking wild shit, because I won't
Get the fuck out of the cubby, man.
You think we failed you? That's where the miscommunication.
Man's ear
We
cuts.
not only did you guys fail me, I then helped you guys. My last action before I left Wu-Chang was to take P Money to the Wu-Chang studios, and he got signed that exact day.
The fuck are you saying, bro?
Do any of you men know that?
Yeah,
Do
but
any
what
of
the
you
fuck
men
does
know
that mean? That don't mean shit.
P.
Don't say you fucking that P is
What?
because of you, bro.
No,
P did his own shit.
I'm
Yeah, but
gonna
what the fuck does that
like
gotta do with anything?
No, I think his point
are
he's saying to
saying-
you is that he basically allowed you to sign P Money, but opposed to us taking under our wing. You know, like he saw P Money, saw he was talented, and brought him to you guys. So
Yeah, but it was
P Money is now one of your best artists,
That was
and
P Money's decision.
I gave you
but
guys
he
more
brought him
than
to
you
you.
gave
Is what
me.
he's saying.
Yeah, but you didn't give us P Money.
You're
P Money's his own man. He
fucking stupid,
decided
bro.
to do what he wanted to do.
You
You're
are
just
actually
stupid.
fucking stupid, man. I'm done talking to your bitch ass.
Alright, that's calm, you know,
Fuck out
because
my face, bro. Get the fuck out of here. You're a fucking clown, man. I'm done with you.
The meeting seemed like it was going well up until that point. Tommy felt
Joe,
like Dwayne was in the right, but
Yeah, grab the
was just
grocer, man,
simply
grab the
saying
grocer.
all the wrong things. Dwayne then left the building and was clearly angered. He then decided to go and collect his grocer and travel back to the meeting with a gun in hand and waited at the entrance of Mr. K's house. And without thinking, Mr. K immediately reached for his gun and shot Dwayne, shooting both Tommy and Dwayne in the process, resulting in the two of them to go into ICU. After a lengthy period of time in the ICU, Tommy left the hospital and decided to take Lana to the hills. On February 19th, following a week of drama and relationship issues, Tommy explained to Lana that he didn't want them to be together, and that he only just wanted them to be friends, as he still wanted to hang out with her, given that they were in the same gang, and they just didn't want to make anything awkward for anyone. Lana was heartbroken, and rightly so. She walked away and left Tommy alone. Tommy then called Adam for a lift. Adam at the time was chilling with Lexi, but he left everything to pick up Tommy, and the next several minutes were then spent conversing whilst they were seated by the curb. Tommy didn't know what to do, but just sit there and enjoy the comfort that Adam brought him. After this, Tommy decided to elect both Adam and Eli to take over the Mandem before he set off to Vegas for 2 weeks. And before Tommy left, behind the Mandem's backs, he had a little meeting with Changang and mentioned that if there were to be a war between the two gangs, that they would make the Mandem boys into soldiers by the time of his return. Which is exactly what happened. Changang and the Mandem decided to start a war between them after weeks of tension between the gangs. This was overall a one-sided war. The Mandem were very inexperienced and hadn't warred any other gang in a long time. However, they did put up a fight, which gained them a large ounce of respect from Changang and their peers. Ever since going to war with Changang, the Mandem have slowly but surely been working their way up, expanding within the city, battling and winning many a war, meeting a load of amazing people along the way, and have even introduced more and more into their ever-expanding family. They've developed a reputation for being one of the most respected gangs within the city, and it's clear to see why. None of the streamers involved ever get toxic out of character, and always showcase support and good vibes with everyone who they meet. And it's truly amazing to see how far this gang has really come and where it is going to head in the future.
Jeez, that was a pretty sick video. I mean, listen, chat, I know a lot has been missed, right? But you got to remember that this video is already an hour and 7 minutes long, right? If he was gonna go ahead and include the BBMC war and like the rise of like roadmen and stuff like that as well, I mean, fucking hell, you could be looking at another hour on top. You know what I mean? At least another hour on top, if not more. I mean, maybe he could have done like a few different parts, but either way, man, that video was cold still. Yo.